What's going on, y'all? That's your boy Jeremy back with another video, man. Hey, if you're new to the channel, welcome. Hit that subscribe button, and all you gonna see on this channel is car content, nothing but cars, car talk, car stuff, car mods, all that good stuff. Also browse all my other videos, check those out, like them, help your boy grow, help this channel grow, help this channel get out there. I most definitely appreciate it, you know what I'm saying, for all the people that do follow and support the channel. Appreciate y'all. Right now I'm on my way to the shop. I gotta go get my underglow rock light looked at because one of them is actually out. I mentioned that in the last video. So I'm gonna have, hopefully it's just a connection issue and he can fix it, because I don't feel like waiting for a whole nother set to come and get it replaced and have to drive all the way back out this way and all that other stuff. So that's what I'm on my way to right now. And also hopefully he could put these ambient lighting inside my truck. We'll see. Hopefully he have time to do it though, but if not, we gonna take a trip to the Ford dealership, y'all. You know, go check out that 2021 F-150. It looked good. It looked real good. Too damn good. Hope I didn't regret actually getting a 2020 over the 2021. So we'll see when we get there, y'all. I'm actually gonna look at that, and also a F-250. Yeah, F-250 2021. So I'm gonna turn the camera back on, man, once we get to the shop, and then, you know, when we get to the dealership. All right, peace.
Turn right, then your destination will be on the right. Your destination is on the right.
Depending on what your equity is, I don't know how much you own.
I literally got that thing in August.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Okay.
So
All right.
I'm not gonna trade it in.
It looks good anyway, man.
Cause
It really does.
the only thing that I'll probably like inside the new ones is the screen, and then the instrument cluster.
Sure. Now, one other difference that did happen here. You got the 3.5 liter, I'm guessing, with what's on the back there.
3.5.
So, you know, do they update it a little bit this year?
As far as horsepower? Or
Yeah. So we're now 400 horsepower and 500 foot-pounds of torque.
Or is that without the high output?
Without the hybrid. Yeah. So the high output you no longer can get on an F-150 standard other than a Raptor.
Right.
Because they removed it. You used to be able to get on the limited. Like last year, you could get the limited with the high output motor. But they switched it up, and even the base 3.5 twin turbo makes more power. So they kind of, you know, close that gap. And then of course you got the hybrid option, which is, I think, 560 foot-pounds of torque, 570 foot-pounds of torque, and 430 horsepower, if I'm correct.
So the new 3.5 is they upgrade the horsepower a little bit more.
You got it, and torque. Yeah.
So what's the numbers on the horsepower again?
I believe it's. I might not be perfect. I think it's like 400 horsepower or 410, right around there, and then 500 foot-pounds of torque. Because
what the 20 ones was 370?
I thought it was like 385 and 470 foot-pounds of torque.
I know it's 470 torque.
Yeah. The horsepower, I'm not. I'm sorry, I'm not as good with the horsepower. I can look it up and give you the exact answer.
Okay.
But yeah, it definitely is upgraded for sure. And like you mentioned yourself, obviously you've got the changes on the outside of the vehicle. One of the big things that Ford did that I do like is, you know, in terms of the headlights themselves, that was a concern back in the day. You know, you didn't have as good of headlights. That was actually, it didn't pass as well safety-wise. As
far as like the lower trim models.
Exactly.
Because you got to get a Lariat in order to get the LEDs.
Correct. But I love it. I mean, I think that really gives people a path to have something that's a little bit better in terms of visibility. And I do like the way the vehicle looks, obviously. But like you and I were saying, the biggest difference is going to be on the inside. So, a couple things, you know, to note right off the bat. I always, before you think, it looks nice, sick, doesn't it? Yeah. Yeah, and you've got the Alcantara in here.
I see, that's nice.
You know, really, they worked a lot on the surfaces that you're touching. They want it to feel a little bit more premium. Another thing that I really like, this is simple, but see how it's facing back?
Right.
So instead of kind of doing this thing, it makes a little bit more sense when you're actually sitting in the vehicle. That gives a little bit of an easier vibe. Ford, and I've noticed this on pretty much all of Ford lines. You've probably seen this being that you build them. They've got a much flatter dash. They used to kind of be more cockpit-like, but I actually really like the fact that they're a flatter dash. It gives the vehicle a little bit more volume, makes it feel a little bit bigger. A lot of this is going to be similar to what you had before, so power everything. This is a Platinum model, obviously, so it's going to have all that good stuff. One of the things that's really cool is this seat.
See, they got that little Ford.
Oh,
right there. That's nice.
Absolutely. And these fold all the way back.
Correct.
So, like, if you want a nap, and what's cool about it is when they did it. So I'll put it back here real quick. Instead of just going back, because the problem is, your lower back support isn't always gonna cut it. All right. So, if you.
Oh no. It might, you know what? It might not even have that package. It might not have that feature in this one.
Maybe not, but
because the one that I seen, it actually had like these little things that like a pillow looking thing.
Yeah. No, you're right, man.
So it might not have that package in here.
You are correct, because this should come up.
Yep.
That's the big thing I was going to show you, is that
the recline flat surface.
Yeah, so I apologize. This guy doesn't have that. My bad. Another thing to notice on the headrest, you've actually got the Bang & Olufsen
sound system.
Yep, built into the headrest, so you get that real good audio. Bang & Olufsen, they're a real high-end company. They've been around for a long time. I'm an audiophile. I love that kind of stuff.
I have that in mine as well too. Yeah, but it's nothing like how this one is. Like, I see that you got it on the pillars.
Yep, you got 8 pillars. You got your center channel here.
One up there.
Mid drivers down here.
And I like how they have it right here as well.
Yep. Kind of like an Atmos kind of feel, if you know what Dolby Atmos is.
Yeah.
Kind of gives you a sound from everywhere. Now, obviously, you turn it around, but that display right there is sick. It really, they first did it with that Mustang, and I really like the way they did that. So now it is completely modifiable, just like before, but you've got a lot more options. And I think it just looks a lot sharper. It looks more high class. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
it doesn't look like it was added after the fact. And then obviously this display here, I mean, that's huge.
I love that.
Huge.
I love that infotainment.
Exactly. Looks beautiful. Oh, you got it, man? Hey, those doors are put on good, aren't they?
I know, right? Close it all the way.
Yeah, nice. There you go, man. So what I do like about this, because of the way it's set up, Ford actually gives you this little kind of side screen here, so we can actually go in and I can pick what functions I want to have on the right side and still have whatever main function I want right in here. So for instance, if I want to go in here and say, you know what, it's middle of the night, I'm camping and I'm pulling my stuff over, I can go here and go to this zone lighting feature, which I really dig. So with zone lighting here, I can literally go in and I can actually turn the LEDs that are all around the outside of the vehicle on. So if I do this, I can turn all zones on. I can do just the left or right, and then you're going to have those spotters, those LED spotlights, or the rear or the front, and it's all just a one-touch thing. If I want to shut all of them off, I just do that. It shuts everything off.
That's nice.
So it's all integrated in. But really, you can see from here, we've got our audio options, behavior of the actual vehicle, so going back into like how you drive. I'm sure you've seen where like it shows you, your fuel economy, etc. It'll actually show you how effective you're being at your driving, which I think is really, really neat. I can actually go to my navigation. So what I like about this is I can have the map here, go in here, have my audio if I want. You really have full control of what information is available to you at what time.
I like that.
It's sick. Yeah, I'm a big fan of it.
I like that a lot.
This is another thing I know you know, but there's actually a little button right here. Go ahead and press that.
Oh yeah, that goes in.
Yep. And then you got that work surface. Now I will tell you, I was playing with this earlier. I couldn't get it to flip over, so I don't know if this one just doesn't have the surface on it. It may not.
It should. I mean, they say that it probably don't, because it's supposed to be like a little
guy here,
like a little lever
over.
that's supposed to pull right, that you can just pretty much fold over.
Correct.
So this one probably doesn't have it.
So I'm thinking this is a platinum that's just a platinum without any of the optional features.
Yeah, the
so we're just kind of going over the year-over-year differences.
But that's crazy. I don't know why that they have this then if they didn't have the folding center console.
I'm with you, man. And I watched a video on it even, like on YouTube, to see how to do it, and that's how it works. It's supposed to flip over like this, but this guy just does not do it. So,
but I like this though.
It's cool. It's a good idea. Another thing that's a small change, but I dig right here, you actually have your drive modes and your four-wheel drive all in one spot.
Oh, so it's no longer...
It used to be on
like
here,
inside.
there's a button right over here. Yep, and then on the ones with the column shift, obviously there's a button on the end there.
So what's the M for?
Manual mode.
Okay, manual mode. So you got your drive modes inside built in.
Yep.
Okay.
And your locking rear end's still there, so you can just push that to activate the locking rear end.
Right.
But I can, just right through here, and I love this. So it's got really cool just visualizations of the vehicle itself. I love that. Sport. And then you can see it's going to switch because we're probably going to an off-road mode. But I love that. I think that just looks sharp. It's, for me, it's like kind of like Apple products,
right? Where
a lot of it is about that fanfare. How does it look? It's got to look high class. It's got to look good, and I think they've really knocked it out of the park.
Yeah, they nailed that.
Even the wood here. This is you feel that. That's not like cheap plastic. That's actual wood there. Yeah, I dig the thing.
Man, you making me want to trade my shit.
It's beautiful, man.
And start over.
Yeah.
I love it. I'm surprised they didn't go with a suede headliner.
Yeah, I think maybe on the Limited you're going to get that.
Oh, really?
I think that's... Because I remember that was the case with the previous one. I'd have to look at an order guide to know for sure. This is our first one, so I apologize. I'm a little bit new to this.
Oh, no, it's all right, man. So much going on with... inside these vehicles that it's kind of hard to keep up with what's going on. Just know that it's with a platinum, it's fully loaded.
Yeah. Another thing, this came from the Super Duty, but you now have the extra. So there's a button right there. Yeah, go ahead. Pops it right open. You can store whatever you want in there. It's got the easy clean, just like any other surfaces here. Small details, but like I'll tell you what, I got a lot of customers that they use them for day to day. Right. So they got kids, they got all that stuff, and you get the grime and the grossness on there. You yank this out, you can clean it in your sink or what have you, and then pop it back in there instead of having to try to get a rag down in there, which is a big thing. Yeah, a little tab right there.
Okay, I see that.
So you can do that.
Okay,
and then you can see that's actually where the key is too. If the fob's dead.
One thing that I don't like that the 20 models that you would think that they would have came out with is having the USB and then USB-C. Yeah. Because I was online looking for like a hub or a module that can replace, that can have both versus just two USBs. Because now all the newer phones is going to USB-C.
Exactly. Yeah, like when Ford first came out with Apple CarPlay and Android Auto in 2016, the module didn't support the Apple devices, so we had to do a lot of replacing those modules and stuff. So I'm familiar with that, but I think the butt connector on the other end isn't compatible. Okay. I think I don't know if it's different amperage or just a different pin out on it, but. Yeah, at least they moved to it on this one. Wireless charging's huge, obviously. Yeah.
I care less for that wireless charge. Yeah, sometimes it don't even actually hold. Like you got to keep playing with it to keep it centered for it to actually charge. Probably got it better though, but I'm not sure.
I'm with you. I use the cable every time because I like using I have an Android phone, but same idea. I like having Android Auto and all that built in there. So. Camera system. Yep, you get the full 360 camera.
What's the auto part?
So,
different drive. Okay.
Yep, you get your wide angle. This is one that especially around here, there's a lot of blind corners, especially when you get on the rural roads. Being able to do that is huge. It's just running low and feel you're good. But yeah, you've got it all in one spot, and then of course with the trailer assist. Have you seen that in action?
I have it in, you talking about this?
Yeah, so there's two different things that this will do that I'm a big fan of. So first of all, yeah, you've got where you can steer the trailer literally like that.
Right.
But if you program the trailer into the truck, you're also going to have, it's a really cool trailer cam where literally when you're backing up, it'll be a one angle that's all the way to the left of the trailer so you can see what's going there, and one that's all the way to the right, and it kind of splits it in the middle to give you really good visibility when you're backing the thing up.
That's nice.
I'm a big fan of that for sure.
I like this. I wish I had that on that.
Yeah, so if you're pulling up somewhere, you can see exactly where you're going.
How far you can go up to it, especially like the curves.
Yes, sir.
I know the GMC Denali, they actually have it where the tire, you can see the front tire, you know, so you don't scrape, you know, the curve and everything.
Yeah, so you're not hitting the rims or whatever.
Right.
You got some 20-inch or 22-inch rim on there. You want to make sure it's good.
Like that. How big is the storage compartment, the armor or glove department the same size?
I actually think it's a hair smaller.
Okay.
I do think it's a hair smaller, but you have this.
Right.
So I think they kind of split the difference on it so that you have a choice either way. Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, really, like ergonomically, this makes so much more sense.
Oh yeah, really, it's more simple and like you can see it versus having to go on the side.
Yep, 100%.
Yeah, like this. How do you cut? Like, is it something that you can customize or?
Yeah. So see where the My View is there. So if you hit OK on that, so then you can go up or down, and there should be an option where you can go in, keep going down all the way to like the bottom.
Okay.
There, and configure. Hit OK. And now you can check the boxes of what information you want to have available. So you could have literally one screen if you just want something that's always there, or multiple, depending on what your preference is.
What's seat belts? That's
a good question. So, like, if you shut the vehicle off and you get out of it, it'll actually ding at you if someone is sitting in the back. If their seatbelts are on or off. It's like a seatbelt minder. Okay. You know if they're in or not.
That little noise and beep, beep.
But it actually shows you which one too.
Oh wow.
So you're like, if you got your kids, you're like, hey, you know which one,
Oh, that's nice. That's dope. Okay. So I pretty much have everything.
It's all right in here, exactly. So, your nav, I've always liked the nav there because it will give you your turn-by-turn directions right there when you're driving.
Oh, it does?
Yeah, so you can just glance down and see, okay, right on Green Street or whatever.
Like
it'll do that for you. And then, and the towing mode, that's what I was talking about. So you can go in there, you program your trailer in. So we take measurements on the trailer itself so the truck kind of knows what's what.
Right.
Because you got your bliss, right? That'll actually look at where the trailer is. It can see if there's like a motorcyclist right next to your trailer, so you don't take them out or something like that. But just look at how sharp it is.
Yeah,
it's a high resolution screen too.
I like it.
I'm a big tech nerd, so that matters to me. I don't want it to look all pixelated and janky.
Right.
And it really did a good job there.
Now, can you see like all the numbers that's around the RPM, or is it just how it is?
That is an excellent question. I haven't driven it yet, so my thought would be maybe as you start going, it might show the scale once you get moving. But I haven't driven it yet, so I don't know that.
I like how they got speakers throughout the whole thing.
And you got the stitch in here. I mean, it
Premium.
looks futuristic. It looks newer.
Now let's try this real quick, because in mine, you have to hit the button twice for it to actually close. So is it like a one-touch close?
It's the same.
Okay, the same then.
Yeah, they're always going to give you the option to have it half open versus the other way around.
Got it. So it has the massaging seats and everything as well.
Yeah. So
heated and cool
we go
seats.
over here. We can swipe over.
Seats.
I'm blind, man. It's hard when you got
I know,
on here.
I'll keep it on there too, because I keep mine on now.
It's awesome, man. I love it to death, and I love that it shows you exactly where it's going, what kind of pattern you're gonna have on it, and you've got just here, like for me, circular is huge for like, okay, you're taking a long trip and you want to have that, your butt starts to fall asleep after some time. This is going to keep that blood flowing to really help you feel better about it. And being able to adjust, obviously, the strength of it as well is huge. And then the other benefit, like you're playing with the lumbar there, you've got a lot more lumbar control because of the bladders.
I thought, so the limited is where you have like the seat, the thing that where it come out some more?
Yeah, exactly.
So
you might be able to get that on this, but again, it might be a package. I'd have to look at that order guide and see what's what on there.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Like the Banky Lotion.
One thing I always point out, this is probably something you already know, I'm sure you already know, but this is different from all the other brands, is you got a flat floor.
Right.
There's no trans tunnel. And, you know, again, people that have like dog crates or they're going to store stuff, that makes a difference.
Yeah.
Because it really does encroach in the storage there. I mean, I love having the extra under seat storage there. You're going to have here now, since we were talking about it earlier, USB-C.
Okay.
And standard USB, 400 watt inverter. Obviously, you've got your heated rear seats, and then this will be a 12 volt.
So they kind of went, they made this center part a little different because the 20 model it was like more flat surface with all these right there.
Yeah. So what it actually does, this is the, basically, if you take the front there, that shape, and you flip it, that's what this is.
Okay.
So Ford does that, you know, they kind of have the same motif, the same kind of design idea, and they want to kind of continue it through the cabin. Okay. So they really made sure that it matched. It wasn't somewhere like, oh, we'll just throw what we had last year. Right. You know, they really thought about it. Okay. In the back here, back. So
the work surface.
You got the works, exactly. So you actually have a working ruler, so you can measure things out if you'd like to. Right here, see these? These are literally for clamping. So that if
like
you,
the wood clamp or seat clamps or whatever.
Seat clamps, yep. Yep. So that you've got, you know, the ability to really work off the back of the truck, because again, people do use them for work. Right. And Ford wants to, you know, make sure that they're being true to that.
So now I see that you have like a power outlet source in the back of the bed.
Yeah, so this, because it's the non-hybrid model, is just going to be the 400 watt running off the inverter. Okay. When you go to the actual hybrid model, I got a gentleman that ordered one from me. I think it's 7.2 kilowatts. He upgraded. So that, I mean, that's going to power circular saws, you know, the real heavy duty stuff. Right. So that you can kind of do what you want. I also love the idea of it for camping. Right. You know, if you got to run anything that runs off electricity, you know, for a short period of time, you charge up something, whatever, you got all that built right in. And
it was funny, I seen a video. This is actually, I forgot what else. It's designed for two things, and one of the things he said was it's actually a beer opener. Yeah, bottle opener.
Yeah, they did that with the Bronco too. We got a Bronco Sport, and they got that in the back.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So I love that. You know, that's again, attention to detail matters.
And it's on both sides.
Same idea. Yep.
And they still have this.
Yep, still got your integrated tailgate step. You pull that out, push up.
Okay. And then that goes up.
Yeah, you got it. Easy ingress and egress out of the vehicle.
Thanks, appreciate it.
Let's go here. Yeah, so you got that, and then like you said, on top of it, the upgraded motor I think is a plus for sure. It's beautiful.
Yeah, I like it. And I noticed they end up extending the power boards to actually come all the way back to the bed, so you can get easy access into the bed.
Absolutely. You used to have to get the static extended running boards, right? And now they've just extended it out. I think it's a great idea.
That's nice. Yeah. Real nice. Surprised they didn't have it in the back, the footstep in the back, like how the Chevys and our GM product.
I almost think it's like a patent thing. I don't know if there's something there. Oh, okay. Because Ford went the other route with their built-in integrated tailgate stuff.
Man, that's a beautiful truck. So what's the price tag on this thing?
This one's $70,440.
That's not too bad. And then how much is the limit it will go for?
You're probably, the delta on that, you're probably another $6,000, something like that, $7,000. I'd have to, again, go in the order guide. I haven't ordered one of those yet, so I don't know off the top of my head, unfortunately.
So mostly all F-150s come with the 355
rear end?
Yeah.
Generally, yeah. And if you get the that's why 355, because of that. Okay. So it might be a different ratio if it's a non-max trailer to the vehicle.
Man, this is a beast.
They're beautiful.
I like how they end up incorporating that from the Super Duty.
Yeah.
Super Duty.
They're all family. I mean, even like the mirrors, like just the design of it. It's got that kind of C shape, and it follows, all the way through the vehicle. really comes together. Really
and I noticed they took away this top part from the bottom, and I know the 20 models actually have that C look on it, but when you look at it, it actually form a C from the tail or the headlight all the way to down to the fog light.
Exactly.
I didn't catch that until like the other day. I'm like, okay, now I see it.
Yeah, you got to complete the picture, right? But yeah, they kind of split it up a little bit more.
But it seemed like all trucks are going towards that C shape style look.
Yeah. I mean, there's a presence to it. There's a recognition, right? I mean, when one of these is driving behind you with those lights on, you can tell. You know what you're looking at. Same thing with the Lincolns. Like they got that crossbar all the way through.
Right.
That's huge. I think that really, it's all about knowing what you're driving.
Can I pop the engine bay?
I got you.
Okay. It's a nice truck, y'all. Good. There it go, right there.
So longitudinally mounted, just like yours.
Yeah.
Same, general design. Just uprated, just a little more power.
That's just a humongous intercooler.
Yeah, you got a big old air box. It feeds the turbos on the separate banks. She's nice and quiet.
Oh yeah.
Really purrs. Being a direct injection motor, for a long time they were really loud. They almost sounded like diesels, but this was nice and quiet.
Real quiet.
Yep.
All right. So if someone wants to come look at this and or check out y'all inventory, where can they find it?
Yeah, sure. So if you go to www.busford.com, you can jump on the website and see what we have. We're the sort of dealer where we can find anything as well. So if there's something else that you're looking for, just give us a call. 815-385-2000 is our phone number.
Okay.
And my name is Benjamin. So if you have any questions, you need anything, I'd be happy to answer. If I don't know the answer, I find it. That's what I'm all about.
So I want to appreciate these gentlemen for letting me take a look at this nice 2021 F-150 Platinum. Check out the inventory, y'all. So I appreciate y'all for watching. Until next time.